What's up, crypto junkies? It's Jay and welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about top exchanges for 2018. There's so many new crypto exchanges coming out. I want to talk to you about it. Cue the intro. Let's get it going, baby. Okay, so it's estimated that over $1.1 billion so far has been taken in the crypto space. Security is obviously an issue, right? How we can get better at security is we continue to push the envelope with exchanges. Now, I think at this point, the core fundamental exchanges people are using predominantly are things like OKEX, Bitfinex, Bittrex, Binance. Those are exchanges. Upbit, right? Isn't Upbit one of them? Or Hubio. Hubio is actually it. Those are like top 5 exchanges internationally right now. And I would say we're okay, but there's a lot being pushed on the decentralized exchange front that I want to talk about. Legolas, if you remember, which changed to LGO. I shot a video about them. Super excited about that ICO. Well, it's out of ICO now. It's listed on one of the exchanges I'm going to talk about. So let's just dive right into it, right? I've got up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exchanges I want to talk to you about. And I guarantee you there's at least one of these you have not heard about. Ooh, challenge accepted. Let's go. IDEX is the first one. This is IDEX.market. This is a P2P exchange. It's decentralized. It's a little tricky to get used to, but what it means is that you need essentially MetaMask. And you can get a MetaMask and use my Ether wallet with that to send your ICO tokens back and forth. If you link up MetaMask to this and you unlock your wallet here, then what you essentially have access to is buying and selling. So I have Legolas or LGO pulled up right now because it is listed on IDEX. You see I got some starred. For those of you that was paying attention, you might have wanted to copy some of those. There is a ton of gems on IDEX because people don't really know about it, but I got a little ahead of myself. IDEX is an Ethereum-based exchange. This is one of the best creations, I think, at this point from Ethereum itself. It is a very large exchange, actually. So it's ranked as a top exchange on CoinMarketCap's. I think it is the #1 Ethereum exchange, and it is all decentralized. What that means is that you do not send your coins at all, any coins, to IDEX itself. You use IDEX through MetaMask or similar. So what that means is that you pull from your MetaMask account and you use that to open up a buy or sell order on the exchange itself, which can be a little tricky because you're paying for gas on both sides of the equation, but I like it. I like it. I've had a lot of fun with this exchange so far. For it being a newer exchange, and a lot of their support is being done through a temporary Telegram group right now. I'd say for that to be happening, it's pretty impressive the volume that this exchange does. Origami, for all of you that's been following that. Invasio, that's listed on here. Legolas is on here. If you've been following the ICOs that I've gotten into so far this year, almost all of them are on here. And this is a popular exchange for coins to get listed on because we're talking ICO is ERC20, right? That's Ethereum backed. This is an Ethereum based exchange. It just makes sense to come on here right away. And the interesting thing is that in comparison, right? I've been around. I've been on a lot of exchanges. Almost every major exchange outside of like 2 have I used and actively traded on. This exchange, in comparison to like a HitBTC, is night and day difference. And it actually irritates me because like Bankera just got listed on HitBTC and the price went down to I've seen several of these ICO tokens now get out of ICO, get listed on this exchange, and I don't know if it's because it's an Ethereum exchange and they're an ERC20 token. I don't know what the reason is, but I've noticed coins don't tank as bad on IDEX as they do on HitBTC. I've never liked HitBTC, but every single coin I've seen get listed on there, 4 or 5 coins now, has tanked. It's done. And I hate trading on that platform. Like I'm looking at it right now and Bankera is like, what, 1100 sats? Sad. Just sad. I'm looking over here and I'm like, okay, I'm looking at ICO tokens, which should not do as good as Bankera. Bankera was phenomenally well done from a marketing angle. They beta released out their exchange, which is right here. You'll see on the screen right now. They did everything right. That coin should have pumped, and it did not. And we see other projects that maybe didn't have as good a marketing, or I don't know, maybe just weren't as hyped, and they have not tanked as bad in terms of a percentage basis. That's what I'm basing this off of. They have not tanked as bad as Bankera did on HitBTC. I've watched this happen with like 3-4 other coins on HitBTC, and from what I'm hearing, it's pretty expensive to get listed on HitBTC. I'm wondering why you even bother. Binance, IDEX. Anyways, I digress. So IDEX is a great choice. So you get your MetaMask all set up, you get your ETH sent into there, and you're able to start executing buy orders on the exchange. Sometimes it can be a little goofy. That's why I actually have incognito pulled up. I don't know if you noticed that. Not concerned about like government or something, and that's why I'm in incognito. Actually, Chrome and the cookies completely the usage of IDEX. I cannot use IDEX at all on regular Chrome. I can use it on IDEX and Opera. So those are the only two that I can actually use it on successfully. That's why I have incognito open. But anyways, IDEX is a great choice. Tons of ICO tokens. Look, some of these look familiar. That's because they're literally just coming onto exchanges. This is the first one. And boom. So you can pick these up at a steal. Some of these at an absolute steal, and they're just golden. Cheaper than ICO price. Let that sink in for a second. A lot of these projects, how do you find that out? You just quickly search out and see what the token was selling at ICO. What's the current price? If it's cheaper than ICO price, it's a start for figuring out should I buy in or not, okay? Moving on. LGO exchange. From what I know, there's not an exchange open right now, but the Legolas project, you remember that? They're going to do some very interesting things to attempt to eliminate front running and a lot of other issues that we see on exchanges where the little guy loses. I think they've got some exciting things coming up in like the next 30 days. I believe they've got some news coming up. But for now, the ICO is done. The coin is tradable and you can accumulate LGO right now. I've got the chart pulled open on IDEX, and you can go ahead and buy away, okay? 4,500 sats. Yeah, somewhere in the 20 to 40 cent range. Okay, so LGO is number 2. Bankera, I should have put Bankera second because it's actually an operating exchange, and I'm very, very excited about this, but I don't know if I'd put it above LGO. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Bankera, I absolutely love just because of how they dealt with the ICO. They seem to be very well run from behind the scenes. So they had Spectro Coin, which is a huge European-based wallet, over what, 600,000 users. Then Bankera is the ICO portion of Spectro. Spectro was the MVP. It was the working product, but it's fully working now. You can get debit-based crypto cards that weren't affected by some of the big euro changes that we saw happen in the end of 2017 into 2018. And they actually demoed out this exchange while the ICO was still going on and ran a huge contest where they gave away several Bitcoin to the winners to find bugs in the platform. Man, that's taking something out of my playbook because that's exactly what I would do. You create a software product, you create incentive for user testing, and you use that user testing very cheaply. A couple Bitcoin is nothing in comparison to the insight they got from direct users that will use this platform versus using something like usertesting.com where it's third party and they usually don't give a shit about your platform. They just want to get paid to test out the functionality of your tool. This is completely different. And I'm sure they even had some seasoned traders getting involved and using the platform. I don't know if this is going to be a decentralized platform yet. Decentralization means, in terms of a platform, just so that you know, is exactly what I explained with IDEX. You bring in a MyEther wallet, a MetaMask, and the exchange just charges you both ways. Your way in with ETH and your way out with the token, or your way out with ETH after you've executed trades. But every single motion needs gas. Every single motion is a chargeable offense, let's call it. When you put in buy orders and you cancel them, you're not charged, by the way. But when they are executed and filled, you do get charged. So they got their listing fee, and then there's a gas fee to bring it in and out of the exchange. That's what decentralized exchanges look like. A centralized exchange means I have to deposit into the wallet of the exchange, and then it's sitting there, it's vulnerable, it's out of my hands at that point. On IDEX, just to go a step further for a second, is you bring it into a wallet and then you put it into your trading wallet. That's similar to HitBTC. You bring it into a wallet, then you deposit it into the trading wallet, and then it's free to be used. Even though that's not decentralized, this is, okay? And I don't know if Bankera will be. This is what it's looking like. Quite a lot of other exchanges. And they had demo pairs on there. And they ran an entire contest for 30 days, I think. 2 weeks to 4 weeks. Awesome. So the exchange, I'm getting ready because when the exchange drops, and that's the next big banger news-wise that they've got, hopefully we'll see some life pump back into the coin, because the coin is completely flatlined right now, and it's very disappointing because I thought it was going to do very well out of the gates. Just proves, if you're an ICO watching this video, the very first exchange is so crucial. So crucial. And if you can afford it, get on something like Binance. Put aside your ego. Put aside the amount of money you might have to pay. Get the job done, because it's in your, let's call it your coin holder's best interest for an exchange like that. Because coins that get listed and launched on Binance do extremely well. This one you might know of, but I'm going to reference it anyways. Bancor, I don't do as much trading as I'd like to on here, but Invasio was first on Bancor before it jumped on to IDEX. Or Banker, or whatever you call it. I think the name they're going for is Banker, get it? And it was on here. I did a little bit. I sold some off on here. I don't remember why it was a pain in the ass, but it was kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, no charts. That's what I didn't like. No charts. I believe this is decentralized as well, meaning that you pull in from My Ether wallet or MetaMask and then pull from there to execute the trade, pull off. I believe it works the same way. Some gems on here though, that's why I mention it, is because there are a lot of ICOs still that come out, and this is the first one they go to. I will say that Banker is significantly losing out to IDEX. IDEX is the #1 ERC20 exchange right now. Next, you'll see this, might look familiar depending on what ICO circles you're running around, is X-Rates and OOO-BTC. I'm going to mention these two together because I really think about the same of them. They are both centralized, meaning that you deposit into the account, into your wallet, then you execute trades, then you withdraw back out, just like you're used to, okay, with every other exchange. Now, the reason why I bring these two up is because they are up-and-comers. I've noticed them several times now being used by ICOs. I don't know if it's that they're just cheap. I don't even really know a lot about the infrastructure or the teams running these exchanges, which that should be a huge red flag. Do your own research. But I will say that so far they've been decent. A little slow to load. Even in incognito, these charts on X-Rates just take forever. OOO-BTC, same thing. That's why you don't see me refreshing it. When a lot of people get onto these exchanges, they just stop working. And those are growth pains that you have with a new up-and-coming exchange. We all know this. If you've been in this game for a while, you know that this is a common thing. And so the hope is that they improve upon and build upon this as time goes on. Again, who knows? And I'm not following either one of these on Telegram or their Discord or social media, so I'm really out of the loop on both of these, but I've traded a fair bit, okay? X-Rates we might actually do a paid review with, but I'm not sure. We're in communication with them right now. One of the things that I didn't like about X-Rates right now is that they are manually approving all of the withdrawals. I don't like it, but I understand it. That's where I'm going with this next, is on exit exchanges. I remember when I first signed up with an exit exchange over here in Asia, they were doing the same thing. They were like manually approving everything. It would take hours to actually get the withdrawal confirmed and, you know, sent out to you. Granted, that was an exit exchange, so I was exiting back out the fiat, and that's what was taking so long. But they also had other manual parts of the process. So I understand it when you're just starting out, that you have manual processes involved. Parts of the overall cookie are being allocated manually. I get it. I just don't like it. But that does show you that, one, there's real people behind this exchange. Two, they care. The communication I've had with them, with their support team, and with the people that I've been communicating with to see if we can do a review on our channel, have been phenomenal and very receptive. So that is great indicators. They have a decent amount of coins listed on here. Why did I originally come onto here? Oh, for Digitex, that's also another exchange that I should probably be talking about. They seem to be farther off from actually launching the exchange. They are going to be another decentralized player on the crypto exchange game, but they got listed on X-Rates. and OOOBTC, which is what brought me to using both of these actually. So good job, guys. So yeah, here's DGTX right here, and they are another exchange to look out for, but these are all smaller options. They're all being used by some of the ICOs that are listing coins and post ICO process. But I will say, out of everything I just listed, IDEX is my favorite right now. IDEX is my favorite, and it's simply because of the following. Their support is amazing. They are very fast to make changes. I haven't experienced a lot of downtime with them. I had one spurt of downtime with them for like 3-4 days. Oh no, actually, let's talk about this before I wrap up. I did have a spurt of about 7 days downtime when they were upgrading their platform. And ever since then, their platform has seemed to work really well. Even though I was one of the people who didn't like the sheer amount of time that it was taking for the exchange platform to get updated, I can say that they did something right, because 3 days, now it's 5 days, and now it's 7 days, and it might have even been longer than that. It did some good, because now what we're seeing is the exchange itself, the platform is running much, much faster. Okay, so I do like that. IDEX does have its own coin. I just at the moment can't remember what the hell it's called. Here it is right here. Aurora. Aurora is their coin that you can also pick up on the exchange, but I like it because the exchange works very well. It's decentralized. I like that. It's got a ton of ICO tokens on it, and it's been around the longest. That's why I like it the most. But be on the lookout, because mark my words, if these guys, X-Rates, OOOBTC, keep digging away, Bankera actually launches, LGO launches, Digitex actually launches, I'll be shooting future videos on those as well. That's it for this video, my friends. I hope that it has served you and provided value. If it has, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that it ensures more of my stuff shows up in your subscription tab. And be on the lookout, because we'll be uploading more bangers for you very soon, my friends. See ya.